Hello, this is a screencast all about Google Keep and how you could use Google Keep in the classroom for student collaboration and student feedback. So first and foremost, because Google Keep is a lesser known Google product, just some basic information about it and how to use it. So it was designed as a note-taking program, also an app. It works really well on cell phones, designed to just create notes, especially great for to-do lists. As you can see, I have a couple lists here in purple. You can share any note with any Gmail account. So say you are running to the grocery store and you need to share the grocery list with your husband who's going with you, or maybe he needs to see the list too. So that's really cool. You can share the notes that you create with others who have Gmail accounts. You can also organize. I love how visual that the notes are, so you can organize them, color code them. You can also create labels for your notes. So over here on the left, you can see I've created two labels already, one for my lists and then one for this feedback project that I'm working on. As well as creating the labels, I obviously color coded as well because that makes me visually happy. I'm a very visual learner, as I know most students are as well, so that's very helpful. So some functions for Google Keep, using it in the classroom as a collaboration and a feedback tool. First and foremost, I would love it for group work. So again, because you can share your notes with anybody with a Gmail account, students can collaborate together if they're working in a group. They're trying to collect materials for a specific project, leaving little notes for each other. Maybe they had a new thought or a new idea. They can send a note to whoever is in their group. So an example of that, down here in blue under my feedback project label, I have a couple notes that have been shared with that student demo account, the same one for my Google Classroom. So if I toggle over to my student demo account, this is logged in as student demo, I can see those two notes that have been shared from the teacher account essentially. And the student demo has created also a feedback project label and color coded a little bit differently. So you can see that these two notes are shared back and forth. You can also see that just like Google Docs, Google Slides, this is a live note. So whoever the collaborators are can add information to it. So you can see here that student demo added some information. Go back to the teacher page. And maybe our teacher wanted the student to think about collaboration tools like Google Keep. I've added that information on there. If I come to this note that is shared with the student, I can see that there it is. So essentially a live note that can go back and forth like that. You can also just create a brand new note and share it. So if I wanted to share my Weebly site, I could just type student demo here. If you have a Google Keep or Gmail account through a school, you should be able to automatically just search the student name and then their Gmail should pop up because they're on that domain. Because this is my own personal Gmail account, not connected to anything, nothing pops up. So I have to actually include the full Gmail. So I'd add that on there. If I scroll to the student page, I can see that it's popped up. We can see who it was shared from and when it was shared. Cool, now student has the link to the Weebly site. And then the student can color code as they want. They can add that label, feedback project. Maybe they put this one in green because it goes with that same project. So great way for group work, for groups to collaborate, a great way for groups to collect materials. And then it's also a great way for teachers to send resources and materials to students. So say for this feedback project, I have a group of students working on feedback and I have an awesome article, another article to send to them. So I can create a note up here. I'm going to say another article on feedback. And then I'm just going to make up example.com. And of course, I'd want to share it with whoever was in the group. I can type. So then, again, this will pop up on this page. A great way, not only student to student feedback, but also teacher to student or teacher to group. So that is how you can use Google Keep in the classroom for collaboration and feedback.